What's up, everybody? This is Danny, and today I've partnered with GE Lighting to show you their smart home setup here at CES 2020. I have Patrick with me here from GE Lighting, and he's going to give us a tour of the awesome stuff that they're doing here in 2020. Hi, Patrick. Good to meet you. So let me know what's going on here with GE. What are they doing in 2020?
Yeah, so GE Lighting's come a long way. We've been around for 130 years. Edison invented the light bulb, hence GE. We've decided to enter into the smart home category as well. So a couple of years ago, we started with smart bulbs, and we've actually evolved quite a bit since then. So we've added a line of plugs, switches, now wire-free products. And that's really what we have set up here at CES. So we've created an entire smart home that showcases our products and how they interact with each other, and that's what we'll walk through.
This is a nice setup out here. So what do we have going on here?
So what we've got outside, we have a number of our bulbs that are set up on automatic schedules so that at sunset, they turn on, at sunrise, they turn off. Set it up once, you never have to think about it again. You've already added a lot of security to your home at that point. Coming in here, we walked in and our lights turned on in our entryway here. So we have our new wire-free motion sensor product that's coming out in Q1 this year. This gives you a ton of flexibility in how you mount it. So the back of this is magnetic. It's a very small dot on the wall. I have total flexibility in how I angle that motion sensor so it detects just the motion that you want it to detect.
The size of this is amazing. That flexibility to put it anywhere. This is something that I haven't seen before. This is really cool.
Yeah, a lot of motion sensors historically have been really bulky, and you don't have a lot of flexibility in where you mount them, so you don't get that control over what motion they're actually detecting. You've got a ton of range of motion with this. You also have the ability to set motion response schedules. So let's say it's in a hallway late at night, and you don't want the lights to come on at full blast when you're walking down the hall. I can set this so that maybe after 9 p.m., I only want the lights to turn on at, let's say, 15% brightness. So you have a ton of flexibility. It can control our bulbs, switches, and plugs. So it's a really easy way to set it and forget it. And now you've got the kind of lighting control that you want in your house.
And what is this here?
So these are our new wire-free switches. From the front, looks very much like a traditional light switch, but if we turn it behind, there's nothing back there but 3M tape to mount it to a wall. So no wiring required. This is powered by Bluetooth. You can add this to a space in your home where maybe you thought you should have had a switch. You can add it into an existing junction box that has the right mounting points for that. Gives you a ton of flexibility to also group products together. So it doesn't just have to control a single light like on a regular electrical circuit. It can control, again, more plugs, switches, bulbs from C by GE. So you get to define what that plug controls. This is set up to control our lights in the entryway here. So I have easy off control, easy on control. I can go ahead and dim the lights down if I want to. And what's unique to C by GE is that we also have the ability to control the temperature of lighting. So these are all bulbs that are tunable white. You can go from a very warm temperature to a very bright temperature. If I press a button here, we can see that we're at the warmest temperature, and I can cycle through all the way up to the brightest.
Wow. So this is an all-in-one solution. I like this a lot because you don't have to buy all these separate products. It's just right there on the wall.
Yeah, it gives you tons of flexibility, especially if you're renting or if you're in a dorm room or something like that. You don't have to do any wiring. And if you think about even our exterior lighting, which are controlled by this switch, most homes are going to have, garage lighting, front porch lighting, maybe a light off the back deck. You've got multiple switches to control all of that. If you put C by GE light bulbs in those enclosures, I can group them together with one switch to get that one-touch control through the switch, the app, or our voice assistants.
Let's move on to the living room setup.
Yeah, so we've got a number of our different C by GE products. We have a lot of our full color bulbs, both recessed cans and A19 bulbs in these lamps. We have wired C by GE switches, our C by GE smart plugs. We have our C by GE full color strip lights underneath this cabinet here and then underneath the couch, which creates kind of a cool look. You might have friends over, you might want to, showcase the capabilities of your full color bulbs in your living room. So we could go ahead and initiate, let's say, a party scene. And what that's going to do is it gives us full control over the RGB color and brightness level of all of these different bulbs. So I've got some pretty cool underlighting under the couch here. I've got our different color lighting in these recessed cans, and it creates the kind of mood that you want in the living room. So you have a ton of flexibility to initiate that from our own app and you can initiate these scenes from Amazon Alexa or the Google Assistant. So the other thing that I think is really cool about C by GE is that while our bulbs are Bluetooth, all of our Wi-Fi enabled devices, which would be our plugs and switches, they act as bridges to our Bluetooth devices. So you don't actually have to go and buy a separate hub like you do with many other manufacturers. It's not something that a typical consumer, I think, wants to have in their house. It's just a box that doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah. We're trying to make it really simple for people to come in and create an entire smart room without all of that extra equipment. So our main focus is making it easy for someone to go to the store, buy these things, they get home and they just work.
Well, that's good, because that's pretty much the barrier of smart home right now. It's just because it's complicated. People just want something easy and smart, and it looks like you guys are accomplishing that. That's nice. So this is really exciting. Tell people how awesome this product is.
Yeah, so we're really excited about this. So we originally launched with our 4-wire smart switch, which is a lot of what you'll see on the market today. It requires that white neutral wire in the back of the box.
Right.
That's great if your home was built after 1980. For those who have a little bit older of a home, about 40% of homes in America were built before then. You traditionally couldn't install a smart switch because you don't have that white neutral wire. So we've spent the last year developing a new kind of smart switch. So this is our 3-wire no neutral switch that we have here. You don't need that neutral wire, which means that it opens this up to work in virtually any home in the United States and Canada. We've got a much smaller form factor as well in the back of the box here. So older junction boxes tend to be much smaller than newer ones. We've made it easy to install this. It even has interchangeable line and load, so you don't need to do testing to see which is line, which is load. The switch does that for you. It literally could not be easier to install this.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're really excited about that. We actually won a CES Innovation Award this year for that switch. There's a lot of innovation that goes into that. Excited to launch this in Q1. It's right around the corner, so that'll be hitting the market pretty quick here.
This is definitely something that I get questions about all the time. I don't have a neutral wire. Why can't I do this in my home? And this definitely solves that.
Yeah, so this is the first smart switch that doesn't require a neutral wire, and it doesn't require a hub. So it's sticking with our hubless strategy. We don't want to make this complicated for people. It has a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth radio in the switch. It's the same kind of functionality you'd have with any of the traditional 4-wire smart switches.
Okay. Yeah, this is very exciting. So let's go ahead and run over to the bedroom real quick and see what they got going on over there. So the smart bedroom is something I need to step up in 2020. Yep. So I'm really looking forward to this. What do you have here?
Yeah, so this is the C by GE smart bedroom. So everyone has a little bit of a routine when they're going to bed. I like a little bit of background noise with the fan. I like it to be a much cooler temperature. So you've got these steps that you go through, and you have an opportunity using our products to automate all of those steps so that when you get in bed, you don't have to realize, oh, I didn't turn the fan on, I got to get back up. There's a light in the hallway on that I should have turned off. So they just make it really easy to get in bed, relax, and create that routine that's perfect for you. And what we've really highlighted here is the ability for our smart plugs to control other devices, meaning maybe my fan, my humidifier, a heated blanket, those kinds of things. So I can build that into my kind of nighttime routine just using C by GE smart plugs.
Okay.
So what we'll do here is we'll trigger our bedtime scenes. So we're gonna dim down those lights. We're gonna go to a warmer color temperature that supports your circadian rhythm. That's telling your body, there's less blue light. It's time to rest and relax and get ready for bed. We've got our humidifier that's pumping out some nice cooler and moist air. We've got a fan that's turned on up here. We've got a heated blanket running as well. So with a single press in our app, or you could do it via voice command, I've got my entire nighttime routine automated and I can just get in bed and relax.
That's sweet. I need this. All right. So most importantly, when can I get this stuff?
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff's actually already available. So right now on Amazon, you can go and get our smart bulbs, which includes our full color and tunable white bulbs, as well as just soft white that you can dim. You can get our smart plugs and our 4-wire smart switches right now. In Q1, right around the corner, you'll be able to find our wire-free devices that we talked about, and you'll also be able to find that no neutral requiring smart switch. So we're really excited about that stuff to hit the market.
So it's going to be available very soon. So I'm going to leave a link down below so you can check out all these products if you want more information on them. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. See you guys in the next one. What?